In a far, far future, the Lust Disciples have just made planetfall on a small colony outpost. As they make their way towards the mega mining city, the Human Defense Force looks to stop them at all costs on the outskirts. Knowing the death and destruction that the Lust Brothers could bring, the humans must stop them at all costs. Will the Colonel and his men be able to stop these demon-worshipping warriors? We'll find out today in this week's battle report of OnePageRules, Grimdark Future. Hey, how's it going? Mike from Mike Rolls Dice, and welcome back for our first battle report of OnePageRules, Grimdark Future. In today's game, we have Rev's Human Defense Force looking to stop the Lust Disciples who have just made landfall on the planet and are looking to lay waste on the population. Alright, with all that out of the way, let's get going with the list, starting off with the Lust Disciples I'll be playing today. So today I'll be playing my Lust Disciples army, coming in right around 1960 points. I realized later I probably could have added a couple things. Starting off, we have a combined unit of Lust Champion and Lust Brothers. The Champion is equipped with a Flamer Pistol as well as a Energy Sword and has the Warlock 2 upgrade. And he's going to be leading a 5-man unit of Havoc Brothers equipped with their heavy rifles. Next up, we have another Havoc Champion here, and he has the Executioner upgrade. He has an Energy Axe and a Flamer Pistol. He's going to be leading a 5-man unit of Havoc Brothers equipped with heavy pistols and heavy close combat weapons. Next up, we have a Lust Chosen Champion. He's got a Lust Whip and a Flamer Pistol, as well as the Mend upgrade. The Chosen Lust Champion is going to be leading 3 Chosen Lust Brothers here, and they are equipped with heavy pistols and heavy close combat weapons. Next up, we have a Lust Cultist Champion, who has a Energy Sword upgrade as well as the Champion Rifle and the Relentless Aura. He's going to be leading a 10-man unit of Lust Cultists with rifles and close combat weapons. Next up, we have a 3-man unit of Lust Support. They're all upgraded with heavy machine guns with 3 attacks and AP 1.
We shall crush the human defenders.
Then we have 2 3-man units of Chosen Lust Brothers, and these are equipped with 3 noise cannon upgrades, 30-inch attack, 3 attacks, AP 1, and ignoring cover. Next up, we have 2 units of Lust Talon Raptors. 1 unit of Raptors is equipped with 5 heavy pistols and 5 heavy close combat weapons, and the other unit is equipped with dual energy claws. And one thing to note, Lustbound, giving units 4-inch range and shooting +2 when charging, and versatile attack when charging or shooting enemies over 9 inches away, getting AP 1 or +1 to hit. And that's the list that I'll be playing for the Lust Disciples today. Now moving on over to Rev's Human Defense Force list. So for Rev's list today, he's got 2,000 points of Human Defense Force, and they're looking to stop the Lust Disciples in their tracks. Starting off, we have 3 5-man units of Veterans. They are equipped with 2 plasma rifles, a fusion rifle, the Sergeant has a plasma pistol, and they're equipped with a team weapon with the laser cannon. They also have a regeneration aura upgrade as well. Next up, we have 3 units of 5-man stormtroopers. These are again equipped with plasma rifles, fusion rifles, energy axe, and a plasma pistol. And not only do they have the regeneration aura upgrade, but they also have the orbital drop upgrade for the ambush ability. Then we have a field artillery unit. This artillery crew has 3 attacks and rocket battery upgrades. Then we have 2 light walkers, and they are equipped with the rapid laser cannon upgrades and their tough 6. Last but not least, we have a 20-man unit of recruits, and they're all equipped with rifles and close combat weapons. And that's the list Rev's going to be playing today, again looking to stop my Lust Disciples. And moving on over to the deployment and the battlefield. So me and Rev rolled off, and we've deployed our armies here. Starting off with the Lust Brothers, we have the Noise Marines off to the farther side of the board.
Now is our chance, brothers.
Then the 3-man support squad with the heavy machine guns.
They shall know the true might of the Lust Disciples.
the Cultist champion with the 10-man Cultist squad.
Today we will feast on the flesh.
The Chosen Lust champion with his Lust brothers and their heavy combat blades. Then we have the 5-man Lust Brothers squad led by the champion with the caster upgrade. Last but not least, the melee Lust Brother unit with the hero on the closest edge of the board. We could see Rev's units on the opposite side of the board. He's deployed his units with his artillery battery in the center, as well as his infantry units spread out so they can move up the board, as well as having both light walkers deployed on either side of the board, looking to use their laser cannons to take out some of the Lust disciples. Now, staying in reserves to be using their ambush later on, I have both of my Raptor squads equipped with the heavy combat blades and the energy claws, and Rev has both of his Stormtrooper squads with the orbital drop staying in reserves, looking to come in at a later turn. Now for the battlefield today, we're just going to be playing with 5 objectives, and essentially the way it works is each player will get 1 point for every objective they control at the end of the turn. So we will be keeping track of objectives held at the end of each turn, and at the end of the game, whoever has the most points wins the game. Now you can see the objectives here, these barrels and computer terminals that are spread throughout the map, with 2 of them being close enough to our deployment zones and 1 being dead in the center near the crater. That being said, we are also playing with the additional actions, like if you're able to charge within a certain distance, you get a bonus. If you're able to stand still and shoot, you get +1 to your shots within 12 inches. So we are playing with the updated additional actions. All right, with all that out of the way, let's get going with the start of the game, starting off with the start of turn 1. So at the start of turn 1 here, my Warlock caster, the Lust champion here, is going to get some casting points. And then being that I won the initiative, I'm going first. My 3-man support squad with their heavy machine guns are going to fire at the 20-man unit of recruits.
Forward, brothers. Unleash havoc upon these fools.
Incoming! Take cover, men!
Fire!
Looking for 3s to hit. Getting 4 hits here, and with a couple failed saves, Rev losing 2 of his recruits.
Sentinel Walker here, advancing forward.
Now the light walker is up, and it's going to be taking its laser cannon and firing at the 3-man Chosen squad with their noise cannons.
Target acquired. Firing laser cannon.
Looking for 4s to hit. And with AP 4 and a failed save, they take out one of the Lust brothers. So now after advancing forward here 6 inches, the other 3-man Chosen squad with their noise cannons, they're going to be firing at the light walker that just took out one of their brothers in the other squad.
Take out that damn walker. Prep the noise cannons. Fire!
Looking for 3s to hit. Light Walker having a base defense of 2 though, and it manages to make most of its saves, taking 3 wounds in the first attack.
Taking heavy fire. Somebody's got to deal with those bastards.
So now Rev is advancing with one of his veteran squads here. They are equipped with plasma rifles and the laser cannon.
Havoc, brothers. 12 o'clock.
And after moving forward towards the central objective, they're going to be taking aim and firing at the 3-man support squad with the heavy machine guns. Starting off with the plasma rifles, looking for 4s to hit. And after failing a save, losing one of the support brothers. So I'll be activating my Cultist and the Cultist champion here, advancing 6 inches. They're going to be taking their rifles and firing at the recruit squad that's on the other side of the gorge. Looking for 5s to hit, and any 6s with the Relentless Aura getting an additional hit. No AP here, but failing 2 of his defensive saves, Rev loses 2 of the recruits. And after losing some of their men, the The recruits are going to hurry forward, getting on that central objective with a run move, capturing the central point for the Human Defense Force.
Forward, men! Hold the line! The fate of this planet is in our hands. We will fight to the death! Ah!
So now the 5-man squad of Lust Brothers with the caster champion are going to be activating here, and they're just going to run forward, getting onto that objective by the structure, but staying out of line of sight from any of the Human Defense Force.
We bide our time, brothers. No need to rush.
And in response, Rev is moving forward with his veteran squad here. They are equipped with plasma rifles, 24-inch range, and they're going to be looking to shoot at the Chosen brothers on the opposite side. Looking for 4s to hit. Now, Rev famously said if he can balance the dice on it, then it's good to go.
If that fell down.
So reroll it again.
Unfortunately missing after the reroll. Firing with the laser cannon up next though, hitting on a 4 with 4 AP, and with a failed save, one of the Chosen get taken out. So now the 2-man Lust Brothers squad with their noise cannons, after being shot by the walker earlier, are advancing forward, and they're going to return fire with their noise cannons.
Changing frequencies. Melt the steel of that damn walker.
They're looking for 3s to hit. Getting 4 hits with AP1 and 1 hit at AP2 on the 6 here. And with 1 failed save, the walker going up to 4 wounds now. The other light walker is looking to step up and give some firing support here, firing at the Chosen with its laser cannon.
Target acquired. Prepping laser cannon.
And looking for 4s to hit. But unfortunately missing. So the Chosen champion and his brothers here are running forward. They're equipped with really good melee, so they're looking to make their way up the board.
Forward, brothers. I can taste their fear.
And in response, Rev taking his heavy artillery gun with the rocket battery and firing it now. Looking for 3s thanks to the artillery rule. With Blast 3 causing quite a few wounds here. And even though I could have rolled them all at the same time, I forgot that we're not playing Warhammer, and after failing most of the saves, losing both Chosen, but not taking any wounds on the champion.
The commander needs help. Forward!
So I'm taking the 5-man melee unit of Lust Brothers here in the champion and running them forward, looking to close the gap on this side of the board. And in response, the 5-man Human Defense Force veterans, they move forward and they're looking to fire their plasma rifles at the Lust disciples in response.
Enemy's 12 o'clock. Get ready, men. Fire order on my command. Fire! Give 'em hell!
And they're looking for 4s to hit. After failing 2 saves here, losing 2 of the Lust Brothers, looking for 4s to hit on the laser cannon. But taking the laser cannon and firing at the Chosen champion to the left there, and with a solid hit, easily manages to take out the champion, being that it has deadly 3. Alright, and that is the end of turn 1 here. Rev does have some Stormtrooper units off the board, and I have some Raptors off the board that are looking to come in. Now the Lust Brothers managing to capture the 2 objectives on their side of the board, but the Human Defense Force now managing to push out into the center, capturing that central objective while still controlling the 2 objectives on their side of the board. The Human Defense Force have managed to skirt ahead to the lead. And at the end of turn 1 here, the Human Defense Force going up to 3 points, and the Lust Disciples going to 2 points. With that, that's the end of turn 1. We're moving on to the start of turn 2. Start of turn 2 here, and me and Rev are both deploying our reserves. They're coming in from ambush. Rev deploying 2 of his Stormtrooper units, with 1 being on top of the structure there, dropping in from above, and the other one deploying near that central rock. In response, I'm deploying my Raptor units on the field, to try and change the tide of the battle early on.
We must fight back these demon worshippers. Protect the planet at all costs. Hold the line, men!
The Warlock gaining 2 more caster points, which he'll be looking to spend either this turn or the next. And I'm taking the 5-man unit of Raptors here with their equipped with their dual energy claws with rending. They're looking to charge the veterans right in front of them.
Now, brothers! Charge! Tear them to shreds! Show them no mercy!
Looking for 3s to hit. Managing 1 extra hit and 1 hit at AP4 with the 6. Failing 4 saves, but looking for the regeneration rolls on 5s, and managing to save all 3, even on the AP4 damage roll. Spectacularly, Rev not losing any units, and fighting back, managing to take out one of the Raptors. Luckily, the Raptors do not, and unfortunately the Raptors fail their morale test, but they just become shaken. So now the 5-man Stormtrooper squad that just dropped in earlier at the start of the turn, they're going to be taking their plasma guns and their fusion guns and firing at the 3-man support squad, looking for 4s to hit. And with the weapons all having AP4 and failing the saves, the support squad is taken out. So now the cultist champion and the cult squad are going to be staying still and firing at the recruits in the center. They're not within 12 inches, unfortunately, but they do have the relentless aura, meaning that 6s give them an additional hit. Having no AP though, and looking for 5s to save here, Rev loses a substantial chunk of the 20-man recruit squad. But with a failed morale, he doesn't lose enough to cause the unit to flee, they just become shaken.
Hold the line! Stand your ground, men!
Now the Light Walker is activating here, and it's going to be firing at the 2-man noise cannon wielding Lust Brothers squad that it fired at last turn.
These noise boys are tough.
Looking for 4s to hit. With AP4 after a successful hit and a failed save, it takes out one of the Lust Brothers. Luckily, they passed the morale test.
Now, brothers, forward!
So now the Warlock casting Lust Brothers squad is activating. They're advancing forward. They have rifles with 24-inch range. They're going to be firing at the Stormtroopers that are up top. And spending some of the casting points here on Combat Ecstasy, the caster gives the melee unit to the left the ability to rush and shoot.
You fools, do something! Don't just stand there! Gun them down!
Looking for 3s to hit with their rifles here. With 3 failed saves, Rev is making his regeneration roll here. And he loses 2 of the Stormtroopers. So now the heavy artillery is going to be firing here. And it's going to be firing its rocket barrage at the caster squad that just went.
Get ready, we're sending another volley.
Getting 1 hit on a 3 here, and with Blast 3 and 2 failed saves, managing to take out 2 of the rifle-wielding Lust Brothers. So now the unit that had Combat Ecstasy cast on it, the melee squad, it does have heavy pistols here. They're rushing forward to get within range, and they're going to be firing heavy pistols and flamers at the Stormtroopers up top, looking for 3s to hit. With 2 failed saves but 2 successful regeneration rolls, the Stormtroopers are completely fine. Ridiculous. Rigged. So now the veterans that were charged earlier by the Raptors are firing. They're going to be using their plasma rifles, fusion gun, and laser cannon, looking for fours to hit. And with all of the weapons having AP6, they take out 3 of the Raptors here, and rolling for the morale check. The Raptors look good, but still shaken.
This damn walker won't die!
So now the single noise cannon wielding Lust Brother is going to stay still and fire at the walker that's right in front of it. And with a failed save, managing to add another wound. And now the recruits in the center are in trouble. The Raptors equipped with the heavy close combat weapons are now charging them in the center.
Now is our chance, brothers. Charge! Tear them to shreds! Their gods shall not protect them on this day.
Do not give them an inch, men.
Looking for 3s to hit. With the Raptors managing to chew through even more recruits, but they managed to hold and not flee. Though the recruits are now shaken. And in response, the 5-man veteran squad on the Human Defense Force side, they're going to stay still and fire at the Raptors that have surrounded their brothers in the center.
Demon worshippers, be gone!
Looking for 4s to hit with their plasma guns and fusion. But with 2 lucky saves, only 1 Raptor is taken out. So the 3-man unit of Lust Brothers with their noise cannons are going to be advancing forward here. They managed to get themselves behind the rock from the walker, and looking to take some shots at the stormtroopers on the left here. Looking for 2s here with the versatile attack. And being a little overkill, they do manage to take out the recruits in the center, freeing up that central objective. Now the stormtroopers that were up top and were taking a beating, they're going to be shooting down at the melee-wielding Lust Brothers in their plasma rifles, looking for 4s to hit. With AP6 and 2 failed saves, 2 more of the Lust Brothers are taken out. Luckily, they passed the morale check. So now the 5-man veteran squad that was on that structure below the stormtroopers, they're going to be firing their weapons at the wounded melee squad down below. Looking for 4s to hit. Managing to take out one of the Lust Brothers and put a wound on the champion. But with the laser cannon up next, cutting through the pipes and disintegrating the Lust champion where he once stood. So now the light walker is advancing forward here, and it's going to be firing at the lone raptor that is shaken in front of the veterans. Looking for 4s to hit. And with a successful hit of the laser cannon here, and with AP6, the raptor is obliterated. Alright, and with that, that is the end of turn 2 here. All of the units are deployed, so it's up to the Human Defense Force here to try and take out some of the Lust Brothers and stop them from scoring even more points. But with the Lust Brothers holding 3 objectives and the humans holding 2, the score is 5-5 at the end of turn 2. And with that, that is the end of turn 2. And we're moving on to the start of turn 3. So start of turn 3 here, and starting off, we add 2 more casting points to the Warlock for the Lust Disciples.
We must act quickly, brothers. We are losing this battle. It is time.
And Rev has deployed his last Stormtrooper unit behind the caster squad near that objective, looking to possibly take that objective. With now the Stormtroopers deploying behind the caster, they hear the sound of the jetpacks landing. They turn around now, advancing down off of the structure, He's going to be spending some points for overpowering Lash, giving 6 hits at AP1 and Shred, as well as using the rest of the casting points to make it a 2-up on the roll. And it successfully goes off here. So this Stormtrooper unit's taking 6 hits at AP1. They're looking for 5s here, and each one counts as 2 failed saves. But the unit does have regeneration. Unfortunately though, the unit is taken out with 5 failed regeneration rolls. So the veterans are activating now. They are moving on to the central objective, contesting it now. Looking to fire in point blank range at the Raptors with the energy claws.
It's time to finish this, men. Got him down.
Rev rolling for the plasmas and fusions here. And only losing 2 of the Raptors, passing the morale test. They don't get shaken as well. So those Raptors are now activating after taking some fire. They're charging into the veteran unit towards the left here. They're going to take their heavy close combat weapons with 2 attacks and AP1 and Furious and attack to the veterans. With a 6 being an extra hit here, getting 3 hits. Rev making 2 of his saves here and a failed regeneration roll, only losing one of the veterans. Now the veterans are fighting back with their close combat weapons. Just by gun-butting the Raptors, they managed to take out one of the Raptors, and after a failed morale check, the last remaining Raptor flees off the board. So that same veteran unit that just fought in melee is advancing forward here. They're going to be firing at my cultist squad that's on the point near my deployment zone.
Let's wrap this up, damn it. I'm getting hungry. It's almost lunchtime.
Firing the plasma guns and fusion gun first. Looking for 4s to hit. And 2 of the cultists are taken out. So the 3-man Lust Brothers squad with their noise cannons, they're advancing under 6 inches here, just still staying behind the rock. They don't get shot by the walker. And they're going to be firing at the stormtroopers in the center. And they're looking for 2s to hit. And Rev failing quite a few saves but making regeneration rolls, still managing to lose 4 of the stormtroopers.
We're taking heavy fire, damn it!
And with the lone stormtrooper being shaken afterwards. So now the heavy artillery gun is going to be firing here. It's taking aim and firing at the cultists.
Ready for another rocket barrage. Fire!
With 1 successful hit here with Blast 3, the cultists are looking to save, unfortunately not making any saves, and 3 of the cultists go splat. In response to taking a ton of fire here, the cultists back up. They are still looking to get some shots in the center, but they're staying on that objective, and they're looking to take out that lone stormtrooper in the middle. Looking for 5s to hit, but 6s equal 1 additional hit. And with 2 failed saves here, Rev loses the lone stormtrooper on the center. So the light walker on the closest side of the board is using a rush move and looking to close some distance on the board.
Don't slow down now, men. Keep moving.
Now the single chosen with the Lust cannon is advancing forward, taking aim with the noise cannon and firing at the veteran squad, looking for 3s. But unfortunately missing.
Forward! Now is our chance! Seize the momentum, men!
And Rev running forward with a veteran squad and his stormtrooper squad looking to move forward and take some objectives from the Lust Disciples.
Stormtrooper Squad Alpha, we're on our way.
Now the other Light Walker is advancing forward here, and seeing those Lust Brothers with the noise cannons hiding behind the rock, it's going to be firing with its laser cannon. And with a failed save, managing to take one of them out.
A damn walker.
Replacing the Stormtrooper squad in the center that was just killed, the veterans are running forward now, being certain to stay outside of any sort of charging range shenanigans from the Lust Disciples, but now securing that point for the Human Defense Force. And at the end of turn 3 here, the humans still controlling 3 objectives, getting 8 points, and with the Lust Disciples only controlling 2 objectives, going up to 7 points. And with that, that is the end of turn 3. We're moving on to the last turn here, turn 4. Start of turn 4 here, our caster is getting 2 more casting points. The noise cannon wielding Lust Brothers are going to be staying still and firing at the veteran squad that took the objective in the center.
Fire on these fools.
And with all the save rolls being failed but making 2 regeneration rolls, Rev only losing 2 of the veterans. Now the heavy artillery squad is going to be firing a rocket barrage at the cultists on the objective. And with 1 successful hit with Blast 3 here, but luckily 2 successful saves, I only lose 1 of the cultists. Cultists are up here now. They are actually going to charge the veterans now. They're moving forward, charging into the veterans on the center and looking to take them out in close combat. And between the cultists and the champion managing to take out 2 of the veterans. The veterans are going to fight back here though. Fighting with their close combat weapons, they miss. And with a failed morale check here, they do flee off the board. And the cultists consolidate onto the objective. But in response, the veteran squad by the pipes is going to stay still and fire at the cultists.
Get that damn las cannon on those cultists.
Unfortunately missing. And the lone Lust Brother with the noise cannon is looking to fire at the veterans, looking for 3s to hit. Getting 2 successful hits with AP1 and 1 failed save, but a successful regeneration roll, the veterans are fine. Those medic packs are really coming in handy for the Human Defense Force this game. The other veteran squad near the center now is just rushing forward, taking the objective from the cultists, and that's going to be a heavy blow for the Lust Disciples.
Objective secured, Commander.
Warlock leading Lust Brothers squad is advancing forward, seemingly playing a game of chutes and ladders going up and down this terrain piece. Spending his 2 casting points to attempt to cast Total Seizure on the Light Walker.
I channel the power of the dark gods upon you.
Unfortunately not going off on a 4-up, they're going to be firing all of their weapons at the Stormtrooper squad in front of them. Looking for 3s to hit. 3 hits at AP1, 2 failed saves here, and 2 failed regeneration rolls. Rev loses 2 of the Stormtroopers.
We're taking fire, damn it! Somebody give us some help out here.
But they successfully passed the morale test. So now the lone Stormtrooper who's equipped with an energy axe is going to be charging into the Warlock Lust Brothers squad here. He's going to be making 2 attacks at AP4, looking for 4s. managing to take one of them out, but the Lust brothers are looking to fight back with their close combat weapons. And with 2 failed saves and 2 failed regeneration rolls, the Stormtrooper's finally taken out. But in response, the Light Walker now is charging into the Lust brothers, going to be making a stomp attack with 2 attacks at AP 1.
Walker Bravo going in. I'll just have to do this myself. Take this, you son of a bitch.
And with 2 failed saves and a failed morale check, the Lust brothers flee off the board. And with that, the last of the champions has fleed off the board. The Lust disciples are now broken without their command structure, and being the selfish bastards that they are, they flee off the board. The Human Defense Force is victorious in today's battle. With the Human Defense Force controlling almost all of the objectives at the end of the turn, the Human Defense Force will have 12 points, with the Lust disciples having 8 at the end of the game here. Well, shout out to Rev for coming and playing with his guard. They look amazing as always. And for playing our first game of Grimdark Future, we had a lot of fun. And we're going to be looking forward to some more large-scale battles here in the near future. Well, my name is Mike from Mike Rolls Dice. Thank you again to everybody who watches our channel here. And thank you to all of our YouTube members. Support means a lot, and I couldn't do without you folks. Well, we have tons of different battle reports and videos here on the channel. If you're interested, you could always check it out. And we have some new solo Conflict 47 roleplay series coming out here soon, as well as some Turnip 28 and Conflict 47 battle reports. Well, again, my name is Mike from Mike Rolls Dice. Thank you so much again for watching. And as always, keep rolling high on those dice.